Just a quick video on how to replace the drives in a Dell Optiplex 9020 small form factor. And the first thing you're going to do is open the cover. Now sometimes these stick, so I found that if they do stick, if you put a little pressure on the opposite side of the release latch and then lift up, it's less likely to bind. You will also need to remove the front with these three latches along the side here. Just angles off like so. Then there's this little blue release. You'll push that away from the front to the unlock position. These cables aren't currently connected, but to remove the drive assembly, you just lift up the whole thing at an angle. If you want to just replace the optical drive, though, you can lift up on the blue tab here to release it, and then slide it back and lift it up. Inside, you'll see the caddy for a 3.5-inch drive. You just squeeze these two prongs, and it'll pull out. And from there there we go. If you want to install a 3.5-inch drive, just kind of put one side in and then split it apart to get the tabs back in. And you just slide it back in the cage like so. If you want to run two drives in your system, you can do two 2.5-inch SATA drives, but you will require this little splitter tray, which is Dell part number R494D, along with this power splitter cable, which is Dell part number N701D. And once you install your drives, which way does this go? I forget now, it's been a while. There we go. Once you install your drives, they'll go in the caddy. Same way you put a 3.5-inch drive in. Being a little tricky here. I might have it the wrong way. There we go, I had the wrong way around. The drives, if I grab one, will sit in there like so. And this will go in your hard drive cage. Same way the 3.5-inch drive will go. And it is kind of tricky to get these plugged in since they're so far back, so just something to keep in mind. What you might want to do is plug the cables in and have them dangling off like so, and then install this and hook them up to the board. Just kind of whatever's easier for you. But the other thing you can do if you want to put a third drive in one of these machines is you can install a drive in the optical drive bay. So I'm just going to put this back in here as it was, and they make these little optical drive caddies that will fit in the optical drive tray. Now, to remove the optical drive from its caddy, peel away the side here. There's some locking pins that poke into the side, and they'll kind of rotate and swivel out. You'll notice it's kind of nestled under that clip there. So you kind of wiggle it. There we go. That'll get the old optical drive out. And yeah, you can put an adapter in like this, which isn't going to fit because that's there, but you can put a hard drive adapter in there and do like a third solid state drive if you wanted, or regular spinning hard drive. Now I'm going to get this back into place. Just kind of bend these out like so. And then when you reinstall it, just push it until it locks into place. This front cover, you need to be mindful of these little tabs sticking out. They angle into their corresponding holes in the bottom. Basically, you rotate the front cover into place until it locks into place. And it popped out when I was installing it, so it's a common problem. You have to take this back out. Try again. Make sure you push that bottom in nice and good, so the little tabs are locked in. As you can see, it's nice and flush. And once you get everything back in there, you can just put the cover back on like so. If you've added any drives, you may need to go into BIOS and make sure the SATA ports that you are working with are enabled. If you remove drives, you want to make sure you disable those SATA ports, just because the system's going to whine and be like, oh, there's a drive missing. But anyways, hopefully that's helpful, and thanks for watching.